So today I thought I would share a little video with you. This is actually by request. It was for the tools that I use in drawing my manga and other things. I'm in a different place today because lighting in my house is really bad to find at the moment, and my hair is all squirrely because I was outside and it's raining like buckets of water outside. Not right now, but it was. It was like a hurricane out there. But so let's get started. So I start out by, just sketching the drawing. I like to draw lightly first and then just go over it darker and darker each time. And so for the sketching part of drawing, I use Paper Mate. I use these pencils. A lot of people use these at school, so this isn't specifically for manga or anything like that, or drawing. It's specifically for writing, but who says you can't use this for drawing? I use this for drawing all the time, and the fact that this is 0.5 ensures a better drawing experience, because first you want to sketch lightly so that you don't have to do a whole lot of erasing, so you can just draw right over it. And quite frankly, 0.5 lead, as I said before, gives a lighter drawing, so the erasing of it, when you do erase, it's a lot easier to erase. And the fact that you can't really press down on the paper too much with this and make like creases in your paper, where colored pencil, you would draw color on it and it would just be really messy. But yeah, I like using this. They also have 0.7, but I prefer the 0.5s. I also have this one. This is a 0.7, but this is a Sakura pencil. I got this in a pack with some pens. And this is specifically for manga drawing and things like that, and just other drawing. I got these in a pack. They just have different size nibs. Like this one is really, really fine. Like you can't even see that kind of fine. So I use that one for fine detailing occasionally, and then that one, as you can see, is a lot thicker than that. And then if I can find it, I have one that's kind of in like a brush form. Well, this is some more marker kind of form. Here's another one, and there's another one. It came with like 5 of them. There's another thin one, but it's not as thin as the first one I was showing. And this is the brush. It's like a brush marker. I've used that before. The thin one, I can show examples of that actually, if I can find my sketchbook for that. Oh, it's the one without a cover, obviously, but I don't have that with me. My cat got into my closet, actually. Well, yeah, she got in my closet and I didn't notice she was in there, and so then I closed the closet door, and so she was freaked out. So she was running around in my closet and she clawed the cover off of my sketch notebook, and I was kind of disappointed. And then I saw all the rest of my pictures ripped out of there and just kind of like, all damaged and everything. But yeah. Chaos. Okay, so here is one. Man, the lighting's horrible. Okay, here's one in which I used the first pen that I showed you. The super, super fine one. If I can find that again. 0.8, was it 0.8? Nope, it was probably 0.3. Nope. It was 0.05. Super, super fine. So I used that for that one. And for this one, if it will, you see how the lines are darker on this one? Okay, finally it focuses. The lines are darker, it looks more like a paintbrush, and that's where I use the marker brush for that. So, God, focus. There we go. It's having focusing problems. I think it's because of the lighting. The lighting's differently. I've never had these problems before with it. But that's the marker and pencil set that I got. And speaking of the markers, the thing that I use the markers for with that is the pen stage, where I actually darken the lines that I was just using. I do not darken the lines with pencil, I use them with pen. For whatever reason, I think it makes it look a lot better and cleaner. So, the first one I use is from Bic. This one is, well, obviously it's a ballpoint pen, but it glides along the paper so smoothly and it's amazing. So I've been using this for a lot of my drawings, and recently I found the Papermate Inkjoy. I absolutely love these pens. They come in assorted packs with a lot of other colors. So I use these for school and just kind of like organizational things, and I just use different colors for certain things. But I love using this one as well for that. And then I go back in with shading and stuff with this pencil. Practically hit myself in the eye with this. Good thing I didn't. And for erasers, these erasers are excellent. I love these erasers. You just twist them out for those of you who do not have these pencils, but these are very popular, so I guess most of you know these. Then there is one that I got with a set that I ordered online, and this is a moldable eraser. Now, what I've heard from a majority of people is that you can form it into a teardrop and you use the tip of it to get all the fine details and erase those, and then use the butt of it for kind of dabbing away the bigger things that you want to get rid of. So that one's really useful and it erases well. Then everybody's heard of the Ticonderoga pencil. If you have not, then I'm sharing it with you right now. Ticonderoga pencils are awesome. I don't use this for drawing purposes. As I said, I like using the mechanical. But the erasers on these are amazing. A lot of people, when they get pencils, and I'm saying a lot, I apologize. So when they use these kind of pencils, a lot of times the eraser will be really hard and just, it won't erase, and then it will leave black marks on your paper, and therefore it's not neat. And when you're drawing, you definitely do not want that, so this is amazing for that. I think I just crossed my eyes too. Or you can go to the classic cap erasers, or, you know, just the bar erasers, whatever. So if you want to use those, go for that. And then I get to after I do all that and I highlight and I contour and all that stuff, I go to coloring in the eye, because I don't really like to color in my characters with colored pencils or crayons or markers, because then it just ruins it, for me at least. Some people are neat with it, some people aren't. I'm decent with colored pencils, just not excellent. So right now, for my eyes, I will actually be doing another video on how I do the eyes, but I only take one color. I take one colored pencil for the eye and a pencil. That's all I use for the eye, literally. So I'm using the Rose Art colored pencils. These are okay colored pencils, and all I do is I shade dark to light for the eyes. But these don't cover as well as a specific brand that I tried in art, which would be the Prismacolor colored pencils. They are kind of pricey, so if you want to go for them, then that's fine, but if you don't, then just stick to whatever colored pencil you want. Crayola, that's fine, but I like my Rose Art. They come in more colors, I think, unless you get really good packs with a lot of colored pencils. But the thing with the Prismacolor is that they actually cover a lot more room. Like, I can bring out a colored drawing for you to see what I mean. Okay, so I'm going to use one of my characters that I drew a while ago as an example, because that was when I was coloring. Okay, So right from the get-go, you see all these spaces of white. I tried my best to cover all these spaces. These are just spaces in the paper in which the colored pencil will not get into the grooves of the paper. Now this is very difficult for some pencils, in which some of them you have to press down harder in order to get them down into the grooves, while some you can just glide the colored pencil along the paper and it just naturally gets into the grooves, and that's awesome. You want that. And it like glides across the paper like butter, and I love the Prismacolors because they do all that. So if you're looking for a good colored pencil, I suggest that. So that's all those materials that I use, and then for sketchbooks, I literally just go to Walmart or Target and I just get a sketchbook right there. They're cheap, you don't need expensive ones. I got this one off of the internet, but that was when I was doing some serious drawings. Like, you know, shading and actual drawing and stuff like that, but that's more of the set, and that's what I got the eraser with, the moldable one. And I got select pencils with that. This one, actually, didn't know that, but this is a Prismacolor pencil that I got with that. Didn't even know that. And it came in a set, so those are Prismacolor pencils in all different shapes and sizes. So for sketchbooks, some of them have decent paper while others don't. This sketchbook, if I can get it close, is the Artist Book by Create. And I like this one in the fact that most of the time you can get an even coverage with the colored pencil. It glides along, there aren't really many grooves. But as you can see with this, there are ruffles in the drawing. If you're using colored pencils to color in the whole picture, you are going to have this issue with certain papers like this. And so you just got to look out for that. I can't really, maybe it gives it a description on the front. Well, this is medium weight drawing paper. Suitable for ink, pastel, crayon, and pencil. Extra heavy clipboard back for better support. It's acid-free and lignin-free. I might have said that wrong. Right there. But, I mean, that's all it says. So, maybe that's something that's not in the rest of them. I don't know. No, that's not. I guess the rest of them were heavyweight. Well, that's medium weight. So if you go from medium weight down, then it might actually do that. If you press too hard with the colored pencils, that you'll get that effect. So just watch out for that. So that's all I have as far as materials that I use for drawing. Yeah, this is my whole stash of things that I use. I don't particularly use everything in this. I have crayons in it, I have tape, I have colored pencils, erasable colored pencils, pencil sharpener. I also have this thing that I got along with the sketchbook and the Prismacolor pencils and the foam eraser. And this is, yeah, it's already dropping things. It's a dry cleaning pad from Stradler Mars dry cleaning pad. It has little eraser bits inside this cloth lining right here, and yeah, I'm putting it back in the box because it's actually, you know, some of the eraser things are coming out of it, so you can get that as well. And it's having the focus issue again. Come on, there you go. Come on. This is crazy. Sorry about that. That normally doesn't happen. I apologize. So that was all for the supplies. So next up I will have a video on how I draw the eyes and other ways that you can draw the eyes, and I'll show back to some different ways that I drew in my drawings. So I will show that next. So stay tuned for that, and thank you for watching. Bye! I'm on top of the world.